for today's lesson, we're going to talk about discount. And this is similar to yesterday's idea of sales tax, except it's the opposite. With sales tax, you add money onto the price of an item, and with discount, you take money off. So discount is simply the amount of money taken off of an item before you purchase it. It's something that's on sale. So again, we can do some estimating first, but we have to use something friendly numbers. So let's talk estimating, because I want you to estimate as much as possible when we do this work. So to estimate, if we had something like $500 and was on sale 15% off, well, we can estimate how much money is going to be taken off. So when we do that, again, we want to look for friendly numbers. And yesterday, with tax, we used 10 as our start and then did something to it to get to that 13%. And it's the same with today. Let's start estimating what 10% of 500 is. Remember, when you multiply or take 10% of a number, you just move the decimal place one spot over. So 10% off is actually going to be $50. And, oops, sorry, $50, not 50%, $50. Now, this is 15%, so if 10 was 50, 5% will be 25, and that's a really strong estimate. It's actually a very accurate estimate that $75 is the amount of money that is going to be taken off this 500 before you buy it. So that's estimation. Let's do another one. So if we had, let me just move the page down. We won't use 15 this time. We'll say 30% off. Let's do a $90 item at 30% discount. So when we estimate, we start with the base 10, and we know, so start with 10%, and this is all done in our head, by the way, we don't write this down. So 10% of 90, remember we just moved the decimal over, so 10% of 90 equals $9. And we want 30%, which is, 3 of those, so really we'll have 3 of those. And in our head, we're hoping that you can say, okay, if 10% is 9, 30% is around $27. And it's not even around, it's right dead on. So that's how you would do it in your head. That's the mental math, that's your estimating. Okay, so now we're going to, just like yesterday, look at 2 different ways to actually calculate discount. So there are the 2 methods. I want you to use the second, but you may not be ready for it. So method 1 writes it all out so you can see it. So we'll start with an $80 item on sale, 20% off. So if that's what we're going to do, we would first start by taking 20% of 80. So we would do 80 times 20%, and when we write it as a decimal, it's like that, and simply put, that will be $16. So that's, when you multiply 80 times 0.2, you get 16. But we have to remember that discount is money taken off of something, so it's 80 minus 16, and we're going to arrive at $64 will be the cost before tax. So that's method 1. Method 2, again, very similar to what we did yesterday, or with sales tax, HST. We're going to see how much we need to put. So if it's, here's the trick. If it's $80, how much of it are we actually going to be paying for? If it's 20% off, we don't have to pay that 20%. We only have to pay 80% of the item. 100 minus 100% minus 20% is 80%. So really all we have to do is multiply this by 80. Sorry, by decimal 80. If you multiply that by decimal 80, that is representing the 80% of the item that we still have to pay for, because we got 20% off as our discount. And then in one step, that will be $64. This way shows your work and shows it one step at a time. This way shows that you're thinking deeper into the question and can understand that money is being taken off, so we only need to apply the amount that's being paid for. So I'll do another one, and then we'll do some practice today. Let's get in a whole new page. So let's do something bigger. Let's do 25% off of a let's do something like $4,000 item. Okay, 25% off. So remember, if we're going to estimate this first, just in our head, there's our 4,000. We use base 10 numbers to start with. So 10% of that, move the decimal over one, that's $400. So $400 is 10%. So 20% would be $800. And if we took half of this, that'd be $200. So it would be $1,000 for 25%. That's just mental math in our head, trying to see if we're going to get close to this answer. Now, let's do the two methods. So method one is where you write it all out, and then you show it step by step. So remember, the cost of the item was $4,000, and we are taking off 25%, so we multiply it by 25%. That will come out to 1,000, and that's our discount. That's money being taken off the price. So we have to go back to our original price, take the discount away, and we will get an answer of $3,000. So that's method one. That's showing each part and working the problem step by step. But some of you will be ready to do it in one step. So you know that the item was $4,000, and you are only paying for 75% of the item. 25% has been taken off, and 100% minus 25% is 75%. And if you can do that math in your head or rationalize it and use a calculator if you need to, what you have is $4,000 times 75%. And $4,000 times 75% is $3,000. This gives you the same answer as this, but one requires a little more work. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it method one way. Do it whatever way makes the most amount of sense. And if you can do that, we'll be good going on to the next part. All right, good luck.